Hey guys, welcome back to the EA Sports FC 24 Stevenage career mode. I just want to get something out of my chest today, or at least right now. If you guys have watched the Arsenal game or know what happened to Arsenal, of course we played a game today against West Ham United at home for the final home game of the season, and I thought it is going to be special. It is going to be a hell of a game, and I expect a win today. And guess what? We lost today. But not just that. There's something more to it. Like personally for me. So I got out of work just a little bit late. Of course, certainly for me, I really do hope that, I hope that I could leave my work early so I can watch or go home and watch the game. Instead, I stayed for other hour, which means I couldn't watch it live. I just couldn't, watch it in time, which is fine. Don't worry. I can just go home and watch it from the beginning without any spoiler at all. Guess what? One of my friends decided to send me a picture of his new setup at home with the projector in his living room, and guess what? The projector, whatever he was projecting on the wall, was actually the game. And when I zoom in, I looked at it. West Ham is leading 1-0. And I thought, okay, West Ham is leading 1-0. It's not the end of the world. But guess what? I was actually looking. I actually zoom in and see, is it first half or second half? Turns out it was in the second half. And at that moment, I knew. I know the scoreline. I feel like I know where the game's heading. So I decided to skip the BS and watch the live version of it. And guess what? By the time I click on to the game, we're down by 2-0. And guess what? Mafropanos, the former Arsenal player who I think it was Wenger handed him his debut against United all those years ago, came back to the club and haunt us, scoring that header. And we went on and lost 2-0. I watched the last 20-30 minutes of the game. It was frustrating. And going on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, everybody was saying that, we created, 30? We had 30 shots in total. And we scored none. And for West Ham, they had minimum chances. And they took opportunity of those. And they won 2 goals. And of course, I heard about the first goal was slightly controversial. I looked at it again. I mean, what more can I say? I mean, from that angle or from the picture that everybody was seeing, I think it was Jared Bowen who kept the ball in. The ball would just, the body was actually covering the ball, so you can't really have a non-conclusive conclusion in the end. And you know what? Right now, I don't even know what is, a goal allowed. What is a goal disallowed? So, but at the end of the day, I think even without that, the fact that we had 30 shots, no goals, it's very unacceptable. You can arguably say that, the first goal might potentially shifted the game sideways, but at the same time, you just can't really undermine how poor we have been attacking wise. So, the last game of my last home game of the season, or last home game of 2023, it's gone. We just have to move forward. I mean, there's a lot of games to play. I think compared to last season with 19 games in, we were 7 points worse than last year. And I can honestly tell you that, yes, we were worse. But, offensive-wise, we have been worse. But I don't think it was that worse, if you guys know what I mean. And, we control the game. We dominate the game as usual. But the output is still lacking, and I was looking at the players' rating, and there's a common pattern. I felt like right now the left side of the pitch, the left side of the lineup's not working at all. Zinchenko was poor. I heard about Zinchenko was really poor today, and if Timber comes back, Zinchenko's place is pretty much in danger, or perhaps he might be replaced by Timber. Martinelli was definitely not in form. I felt like the next game he has to be. I just don't think he should be starting. If I'm being honest, I don't think so. He needs to sit down and reflect. And we have a Liverpool game on the 7th. I think that one's more important right now at the moment. But of course, Fulham, it's on and off, hot and cold at times. But I genuinely don't see us. I really hope we're going to win this game. But other than that, I really don't want to comment more on the Arsenal situation. I mean, the next Arsenal game will be New Year's Eve. And, of course, hopefully I'll be watching that game. Hopefully Arsenal will win that game. And trying to finalize this 2023 with a dub. That's all we ask for. So let's go into the game right here. We are playing, well, we won the first game against Preston North End. And we're through to round 4 right now, I believe so. It was a tight game. I believe we won 4-2 in the end. And right now, second game of today's episode against Brentford. And we were 3 goals. We're 3 goals down, and we got 2 goals back. And at the end, right here, we conceded a last minute penalty, and that's how we lost the game. It was a stupid challenge towards the end, but unfortunately for us, we're still yet to look for our first win of the season, and we're sitting all the way to the bottom of 20th with 2 points right now, and it seems like we are getting sacked in the morning. But can we turn things around at this point? We really don't know. I mean, we keep losing, we drawing, losing. Somehow, when we play against a strong team, we would get a good result. Last episode, we drew against Arsenal and Man City. But Sheffield United, Brentford, no disrespect to them, we just lost to them. That's all I can say. What else can I say? But right here, against Spurs, away from home, we conceded the first goal. It seems to be a very easy goal to concede. I just couldn't react to the buttons every time when I got the ball in such a quick second. And 36 minutes in, we equalize it. It was Lennon Miller have scored and equalized it for us. A very important goal for us to kind of climb all the way back. And here comes Vanner finding Miley, who was through one-on-one with the goalkeeper. And guess what? We have taken a 2-1 lead. 53 minutes in, Lewis Miley has scored a very good goal. I believe that would be his 3rd goal of the season, I believe so. But 89 minutes in, here comes Elijah Spencer driving down the left-hand side right here against Kolo Mwani. And he keeps on going, driving down to the box, finding Arthur Bruce, converts that one in, and we have found the last-minute winner. And guess what? Our first ever game that we won was actually against Spurs, and Spurs stay Spursy as usual. And we won this game 3-1, finally grabbing our first win of the season, and it was against Spurs. Never would have imagined we are going to get a point or get 3 points from Spurs. And right now, things are looking good. Things are, you know what, I can't really say things are turning around right now. We only won the first game of the season, and we still have a long way to go. I believe we have played, 6 or 7 games already. Right now, Bournemouth at home this time, and again, showcasing how good our defending can be. Reece Armstrong slid in, and Dominic Solanke with a great finish. Of course, he had apparently he has some rumors going around with Arsenal that he might be going to Arsenal, but it really depends on how much he's going to cost. But I doubt he's leaving Bournemouth, if I'm being honest. Later on, Van Duven scoring an equalizer. 39 minutes in, here comes Lewis Miley. He got tons of space in front of him, and he has the speed and the legs to keep on going, driving down the left-hand side. Puts one in the middle, and Arthur Bruce had converted this one to 2-1, and we're taking a 2-1 lead. Arthur Bruce seems to be always finding the perfect spot, perfect place to score a goal, and he did that in back-to-back games. Here comes Elijah Spencer, keeps on dribbling, nobody trying to mark him, and produce a master-class long-range shot. And we have extended the lead right here to 3-1. Big mistake by Bournemouth. I have no idea how nobody is trying to close Elijah Spencer down. He is not the greatest goal scorer. Of course, he's only a left back. But the fact that you give him that much space in that area, it's just going to tempt him to score. But that was a beautiful play from our captain. Of course, he is currently the oldest, not the oldest. He has the top seniority in the team right now. And after back-to-back wins, we have climbed our way off from the mud, from 20th to 18th right now. And of course, finally getting those 2 wins, which means we have 8 points in total. And right now we can finally say that things are turning around. Things are getting rolling right now. Back-to-back wins. We have to prove to people that the win against Spurs is not a fluke. It's all about consistency. It's all about bouncing back. And right now, arriving to the 1st of November against Luton Town, of course, they were the other team that were promoted alongside with us. I believe they played in the playoff, if I remember correctly, and Burnley won the division last season. So Luton Town should be an easy game, right? It should be an easy game because we beat them maybe once in the last season, and we finished on top of them last season. But 24 minutes in, again, showcasing our poor defense at the back, allowing Luton Town to score the first goal of today's game. And here comes Lewis Miley, just a little, very smart run inside of the box, in between defenders, and one-on-one with the goalkeeper. But of course, his shot is way better than the previous goal he scored. 47 minutes in, here comes Vanner driving down the right-hand side, finding space in the middle to Lewis Miley. This is a hack of a finish. I have no idea how he can turn his body that quickly to score, but he did that, scoring 2 goals in today's game. And Lewis Miley have scored 3 goals in 2 games, and right now we have grabbed our 3rd win, 3 wins in a row right now, and we're sitting at 14th. Guess what? Sometimes you just need a bit of fortune going on, and it just happened, right? We were sitting at dead last 3 games ago with only 2 points, and right now after those 3 games, boom, we are at the top of the league. Well, not top of the league. I hope we are at the top of the league, but we're not. But right now, sitting at 14th, sharing points with Crystal Palace and Sheffield United. Things look to turn things around. Things are looking good right now. We just need to keep the momentum going. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in a bit.